Hey y'all, my name's Rebecca Warren and I'm with Oak Cliff Church and we're about to do the egg drop. We've been going on all day and it's so exciting because the helicopter comes up and he's about to drop the eggs and the Easter Bunny's up there and he's about to drop all the eggs on the field. It's so exciting because the 2 to 4 year olds, they're about to rush on the field and get all of these eggs. It's so cool.
Way. Alright, here he comes. Hey, wait, is that the Easter Bunny? Look at that. We got the Easter Bunny in the helicopter. Alright, you gotta wave. Everybody wave. He's gonna drop some more eggs. Alright, there he is. Good job. Keep waving. Keep waving.
Well, we're out here this morning. We're having our opening league ceremonies for our Challenge League teams. Challenge League is consisting of children who are unable to play in a normally structured Little League system or T-ball system. These children have physical, mental, emotional handicaps of some sort, and we just play a game that brings them out so they can get exercise, fellowship with other athletes, get a little community interaction, and just have a good time.
Looks like you're having a good turnout so far.
We're extremely pleased with our turnout this morning. We've got 34 children registered. We do have a couple this morning that are out on school field trips that won't be here, but extremely thankful for the good turnout of support from the community. We're looking to increase the structure of this teams and hopefully make community more aware of it, that they'll come out and support these children.
If you have somebody out there that is interested and has somebody they want to get involved, how do they do that?
Well, they can contact me. My name's Joe Robinson, Coach Joe. My cell phone is 770-547-6113. Coach Paul Walker, I don't have his number handy right off the top of my head, but I can get that. Or email me at ljr1207@yahoo.com, or just look me up on Facebook, Joe Robinson or Bartow Challenge League. Either face page, and I can get back in touch with you. We'll still welcome them to come play. Maybe a little tough getting uniforms this late in the, this season, but be glad to welcome the kids out, let them get a structure into it, and get started.
Coach Joe, thank you very much for joining us on Cartersville Uncut.
Thank you for your support.
So, Steps and red stars to the perilous field, or the rapids fall where some memory stream, the long rock circle, the ones resting, escape through the night, the fire. Oh, sailors of star-spangled banner, oh,
Trust your residential concrete work to the professionals with over 34 years of experience in the industry. Call the experts at Richard Barnes Concrete. We specialize in driveways and slabs, curbing, retaining walls, driveway removals and replacements, and patios. Color and stamping are also available. At Richard Barnes Concrete, free estimates are available and we are fully licensed and insured. So trust your residential concrete work to the professionals with over 34 years of experience in the industry. Call the experts at Richard Barnes Concrete today.
Hi there, welcome to Blue Skies Riding Academy. We offer lessons, summer camps, birthday parties, group programs, team building programs, just about anything you can think of. We're located here in beautiful Emerson, Georgia. We've got 24 horses. We would probably love to meet you. Find us on the web at blueskiesridingacademy.com to learn more about us, and we look forward to meeting you.
Hi, I'm Mark Kinney, owner of Kona Ice. I'm here to talk to you about our birthday package. For $45 plus $2 per guest, Kona Ice will bring the truck, the lights, the music, the excitement to your park, pool, or even to your home for a birthday party. All your guests will receive a small Kona Ice and a temporary tattoo from Kona Ice. The birthday guests will receive a King Kona, the large size, temporary tattoo, a flower lei, and a t-shirt. That's $45 plus $2 per guest from Kona Ice. 404-271-5887.
That I get asked all the time is, what's your favorite thing to eat? And of course, I always say everything, because everything's good. Regardless if you like pork or chicken, we've got you covered, and we have the best vegetables ever. So come and eat at Slopes, so next time somebody asks you what your favorite thing to eat is, you know exactly what to tell them.
Cheer or do a dance. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Trish already beat me to that. Listen, I just want to thank God and thank everybody here. I'm here because He's put me here. I believe that with heart and soul. That's my testimony, and I ain't going to waste some time with all that. We at the Sheriff's Office, and Joe, I may want to ring the bell today if that's okay with you. From January 1st till now, after extensive background checks and all the process that we go through, we've hired 6 people to work in the jail division. 5 of those are residents of Bartow County. So whenever you're ready for me to ring it, I'll ring it. Thank y'all very much. God bless you.
because I was in trouble with the law that I got Joe all that business. Clarify that. I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here today. And when Joe first asked me to speak, Tina asked, "Don't you have enough on your plate?" And I'm reminded there are 4 people in this world that I've made a commitment that if they asked me to do something, if I had the time to do it, I would do so. Joe, Paul Battles, Commissioner Brown, and Matthew Campbell. So Joe asked, and so I'm here. I spoke to Joe the other day, and I told him, I said, "You know that things are going good, so just wait." So they're going to come out of the woodwork at you, and we have our critics in our community, and I just want to take a minute and just share just a little bit with you, if I may. I can go back personally almost 34 years ago when I opened my funeral home in Cartersville, and I don't believe I ever said this publicly, but a fellow came up the first day I was remodeling, and he said this to me. He said, "You better get yourself on back to Rome, because you ain't going to make it." And I thought about that, and that's been a great motivator to me. So, Joe, I would just encourage you in this chamber that the critics that are out there, they should be a great motivator to all of us. I'm reminded also when we built the chamber building, I see Scott Hankins, and Scott and Joe and I served in the middle 90s. We hired a company from Atlanta to come and tell us how we should go about building a new chamber building. First words out of their mouth after they did the research was, "You can't build it. You don't have the money, you don't have the resources, you won't have the backing in the community." I like stuff like that. I'll be honest with you. You tell me I can't do something, and I'm all in. I'm also reminded, Commissioner Brown, the conference center. People told us, "You can't build a conference center, nobody's going to come." And the way I understand it, I mean, the first 2 months it was in the red, but since then it's been in the black. It's made money, but there are naysayers out there. And I'm reminded of a quote by Teddy Roosevelt, and I've got to read it. I don't like to read stuff, but I've got to read this one. And it says, "It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out." Gets me every time. Not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming, but who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself for worthy cause, who at the best knows, in the end, the triumph of high achievement, who at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who knew neither victory nor defeat. You know, there are those who say it won't make a difference ringing a bell. What good will it do to ring a bell? What good is it to have a band at a football game? What good is it to sing hymns before a preacher gets up to preach? What good is it on Sunday mornings to ring bells inviting people to church? What good was it, Joe, on those rare occasions when Georgia won in the past year, if they rung the bell? What good did it do to ring the bells after the end of World War I and World War II? What good was it for Joshua and the children of Israel to march 6 times around the city of Jericho with nothing but ram's horns, and the 7th time they all shouted and the walls came tumbling down? You know, there is a significance to me in ringing this bell, because it will be a reminder that we who are out here and trying to help our community, it'll just be one more little bit of enthusiasm. So when the critics come up to us and say, "It's not working, it's not working, there's only been 150 new jobs. It's not working, there's only been 300 new jobs. Joe, it's not working, there's only been 500 new jobs. It's not working because there's only been 2,000 new jobs," and they're going to keep on. We're going to have our critics, and I would encourage you to stay the course and stay fast in what you want to do. I want to share just a couple of things with you before I close. I have something in my hand very near and dear to me. It's the Charter, Constitution, and Bylaws of the Cartersville Chamber of Commerce, dated April the 1st, 1891. I bought this out of the trunk of a guy's car almost 30 years ago, never knowing what it would hold to that day. There's a couple things that are in there that I think are important for us to remember. And I made a copy of it. The object of this organization shall be to foster and promote an honest, active, and enterprising commerce, to watch over and protect the interests of the trading community of Bartow County, and to assemble a general meeting of the business persons, said men, but we'll say persons, of the city of Cartersville in all emergencies wherein their right or interest may be affected. To me, foreclosures, businesses closing, people without jobs, I believe it's the right and the responsibility of this chamber to bring the people of Bartow County together so that we can do it. And if the mayor's symbolic gesture of ringing a bell has something to help, then I think we should do it. Tina and I had the privilege of going to Israel recently. I hold a rock from the Valley of Elah, where David slew Goliath. I also have a small one in my pocket I carry on a regular basis. I can't carry this one. So I would say the rock that David used was somewhere between the small one and the big one to slay Goliath. And this unemployment thing is like a Goliath to me. And each one of us, I hate to say it, admit it myself, we're all a little Goliaths in this because we go out and shop elsewhere. We buy elsewhere. We hire elsewhere. But we got good people here in Cartersville and Bartow County. So I would encourage you, don't be a Goliath. If you have a chance to shop, buy here in Bartow County, a lot of small business owners, and I know and love, have had to close their business, and I want us to try and encourage that. I want to thank Scott when we had 2 openings at Shaw Hankins. And I said to him, let's try to look here in Cartersville and Bartow County, and he was fortunate enough to find Mike Murphy as COO and found someone else here in town to work. So Joe, in closing, I'm going to let you borrow my rock. Now, when you hit 500 jobs, I'm coming and getting it. Okay? This is yours. You keep it in good shape. And remember, we're going to kill this Goliath here in Bartow County.
Go a little bit, then just... Come on, let's get it. Yay! I hate to see how much red tape we put on it. Good. Okay. You too can come out and ring the bell. Hire somebody from Bartow. Buy Bartow. We need you. We appreciate you. Man, that's awesome.
Hi, I'm Larry Jennings with First Response Plumbing. We fix water lines, sewer lines, camera, jet, repair faucets, whatever you might need as far as plumbing, give us a call. The name is First Response Plumbing, 770-386-5222. Thanks again, First Response Plumbing.
First Response Plumbing.
Thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure having you. Hey, I'm Frank Cipolla from Common Sense Computers. For 29 years, we have been providing IT solutions to our customers' IT needs. From shop floor installations at Panasonic to systems integration at AT&T, we have done the job. We're now wanting to help Bartow County companies improve their bottom line by using technology. If you have a technology need, give us a call. Look at our website at www.datahog.net. Use common sense to solve your IT problems. Thank you. Hello, welcome to Treasure Chest Outlet. If you're starting your first apartment, or if life has dealt you a blow where you need to start over, come by Treasure Chest Outlet and see us. You may find something that you need. Something to hang on the wall, a table to sit at and drink your coffee, a sofa to sit at, a bed to sleep on, something to hang on the wall, something just to throw around. We're located at 188 North Morningside Drive across from Hobby Lobby. Come see us at Treasure Chest Outlet. You just may never know what you find.
This is Joe Campbell. He is the district attorney for Bartow County. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Paul.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been the district attorney since December of 1992, and I was the first assistant district attorney for the circuit, which is the Cherokee Circuit, back 1976 to 80. So I have been in prosecution probably 23 years of my 37 years of practicing law.
Now, what comes across your desk? What exactly do you do?
Our office is charged with the responsibility of representing the state, which would be the citizens of Bartow County and Gordon County, in all criminal cases that come in this circuit, except for traffic matters that originate in the municipal courts and the probate courts of the circuit.
So if anybody does something, felony, whatever, it comes across.
Misdemeanors, felonies, everything. Public drunks to murders, death penalty cases, everything.
How many employees do you have?
Approximately 30 for both counties. It's broken down. We are a hybrid organization. The state funds a certain level of personnel, which is not enough to do our job, and both counties have been very kind to add to it. What we have is basically we have 9 assistant district attorneys. We have 6 that are paid by the state. We have 4 investigators, 1 per trial team. There's a trial team assigned to each judge, 2 assistants per judge, and 1 investigator. There's only 1 state paid investigator in that group. And then there is we have staff, clerical staff. State pays for 2 of those, and then the rest is by the counties. We have what's called a victim assistance office, which is a very important office, which is the office that is the helper with the victims and the witnesses. They acclimate them to court. They help them during the court process. They keep them notified of the procedures. And we have 4 victim advocates here and 2 in Gordon County. We have clerical staff. We have 3 in Gordon County, and we have 6 here. And then as far as I've already described, we have investigators, 3 county. Bartow, it's broken down roughly per capita as how much they fund. I would say 2/3 is Bartow, 1/3 is Gordon, and that's pretty much the breakdown of the caseload. Maybe it's a little more skewed toward Bartow now as we become more metropolitan. It's about close to 70% of the cases that come in are Bartow cases.
Are you able to keep up?
The truth, no. We have a hard-working set of assistants, and they do a good effort at keeping up. What we do emphasize, obviously, are our felony cases and the ones that are in custody and the serious felonies. But the misdemeanor caseload that we have in Bartow County is more than the caseload in Gordon. We're on top of our caseload because our assistants and investigators travel. They have the same They're assigned cases by letters in the alphabet, and they have the same letters in both counties. I've gone through the alphabet and determined approximately which letters equal about 25%, and I divided it up into 4 teams that way with the approval of the courts. And the judges have those same letters, and they rotate every 2 years. What we try to do to manage our caseload is we have 2 pretrial diversion type programs. One is a domestic and one is just a regular one, so that many cases can be diverted from going to court. But we even utilize that after we file the case. So those are mechanisms there that we try to screen cases that way. We do, that's a very important function for a prosecutor, is screening the cases as they come in. Because I tell every grand jury, the case is never going to get any better than it is here today. And so a lot of things happen. You lose witnesses, you get victims that decide to go back with their abusing spouse, and you can't keep that from them. They take their spousal privilege. A lot of things happen, so we get rid of cases in that way because we can't prosecute them. But the screening function is very important. However, because of the nature of the beast here in our circuit, that we are one of the most active trial circuits in the state of Georgia, and I would say maybe 65% of each business day is somebody in this circuit is in court, whether it be preliminary hearings, grand jury trials, non-jury days, whatever. So we are very active in court. That takes away from our time in the office of screening cases and preparation. So there's a trade-off there. We're very active in what we do. We got a trial week here next week and the week after in Gordon. So then 2 weeks after that, we got grand jury here. So it just keeps on keeping on.
Is this like what I see on Law and Order?
No, I would say they try to. Everybody's glamorous. I might resemble Brian Dennehy, but nobody else that comes through any of those type of shows. But some of it is accurate. The tenseness of a courtroom is, and that is accurate, except how they make speeches while they ask questions, and there is an impact of CSI that affects citizens and their perception, and that is very far from what really is reality. There's several things that affect that. One is, as I've gone through and tried, I don't know how many murder cases and all the other cases that I've tried as a prosecutor, fingerprints, everybody thinks you got to have print. It doesn't happen maybe 10% of the time, if that much. And a lot of times, when it does happen, you have more than adequate evidence without it. So it's not the be-all, end-all. Now, DNA is a new tool that is good. I prosecuted a double homicide case with DNA off a cigarette butt. And it was very helpful, but I had to have some real incredible circumstantial evidence and some people that were in the drug trade willing to testify. So it was a tough case, even with the DNA. But the crime lab, for instance, because of their limited funds, they don't do all these extra tests. But I'll see something, they'll talk. There was something on TV the other night. There's a show that I think it was Castle, and they were talking about they could analyze some solution and compare it with what was in a solution that they got in a search warrant. Well, sure, but how they gonna know that's the same solution? It's just a normal medicine. It wasn't. You weren't gonna be able. There's no sophisticated test to say this was manufactured here and this is exactly the same. What you know is that's what it was. It was something about amoxicillin, and somebody was allergic to penicillin, and that doesn't happen.
So CSI is messing everything up.
Well, we have to, and I'll be honest with you. We do, in our voir dire, which is the questioning of jury before trial in the selection process. We try, if that is important in the case, we do have some questions dealing with that, so that we know how the people view those shows, how many of them do view those shows, and sort of, I guess, get them knowledgeable that it just isn't quite that way. So,
everybody, this is Joe Campbell. He is the district attorney here in Bartow County. I enjoyed meeting you, and I want to thank you for coming on Cartersville UNCUT.
Okay, you're most welcome. Thank you, Mr. Paul. As I said to you when we started, this is part of my job, is meeting folks that have questions, and especially media and the like, and I don't mind at all doing it. As the public face of this office, that is one of my duties.
We're going to watch you on here again. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
You know, owning rental property is the best investment you can make in real estate, but it also comes with a lot of headaches. Here at Able, we take on those headaches. We take on the burdens of filling those units for you. Call Able, let us fill those vacant units that you may have. Let us take on those headaches. No upfront money out of your pocket. Call us today, 770-607-4001, or catch us online. It's www.ablemanagement.biz. That's B-I-Z. Hey, we look forward to working with you soon.
Look for Louis. What can I get for you? Hey, welcome to Louis. We're here Monday through Friday from 6:30 to 2. We do breakfast and lunch. We have call-ahead order, catering, drive-through service, anything that you need, we can take care of you. And we're now open on Fridays from 5:30 to 9 for dinner, coffee and desserts, and we're also open on Saturday for full breakfast and lunch from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock. We look forward to seeing you soon.
We have Grandma's Chicken Salad.
We have fresh baked muffins and tasty treats.
We have sub sandwiches and hot grilled paninis on homemade bread. And don't forget about our coffee. We've got a specialty house blend that's roasted for us weekly, as well as a full line of coffee espresso drinks. And we can make them how you like.
We can't wait to see you at Louis Cafe.
Hey Cartersville, this is Amanda at Southeastern Auto Works. We just wanted to remind you to stop by and see us. Here at Southeastern Auto Works, we handle classics, customs, and collisions. We can do paint, body work, mechanical, and we can save deductibles on most insurance claims. You can go to our website at www.southeasternautoworks.com, or you can call us at 770-606-0665.
More got you down? Do you have weeds driving you crazy in your yard? Do your kids need something fun to ride? Come see us at Red Top Mower. We carry lawnmowers, weed eaters, backpack blowers, chainsaws, hedge trimmers. We're at 21 Kelly Clark Court on the corner of Highway 41, just 10 miles south of Main Street in Cartersville. We're on the web at www.redtopmower.com, and we're on Twitter and Facebook. Our number is 770-966-7779. Red Top Mower.
So, but what it means is cooperation. What you do to try to make this a great place. We got it. We just got it.
I'm a little hungry here.
Hey, Nick, go away.
Allison, you do realize
Don't pick it up.
Allison, you do realize if you have anything left over, I'll more
You'll be
happy to take it off your
willing?
hands.
Thank you. Because you know the stress I go under.
All right.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Have you tried one yet? I'm getting ready to. I'm trying to figure out what it is now. Allison, let's look at these now.
Yes.
Point out and tell them what they are.
Okay, so these are, first of all, gourmet, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, frozen bananas. We use only European couverture chocolate, so it's the highest
Who is
quality.
we?
Me. I'm we.
Okay, tell everybody who you are.
I am Allison Nesnick. I'm a chef with Eco Point Cuisine, and this is my brand new line called Going Bananas.
You're out here at the Bartow Business Connection doing your thing.
I am. This is our first market research.
All right. What is that one right there?
This one is a dark chocolate honey roasted almond. coconuts, and we roast and honey coat them all ourselves.
Okay. And what is this one in the middle?
This one is an organic toasted coconut with dark chocolate.
And that one over there?
This one is just plain milk chocolate.
Okay.
And then we have just a dark chocolate as well as a milk chocolate with peanut. That's what our first one.
So what do you do with this? You make these and you sell them to whom?
To people who are having parties.
Okay.
We could do either the bites, and we're also going to be having them on sticks. You could do them for your family, so you can keep them in the freezer. We're also going to be doing them at different events, so you can actually just go out.
So if I'm having an event, I might want you there.
Exactly. I'm a great vendor for it. So.
All right, Allison, tell everybody how to reach you.
You can reach me at my website at www.ecopointcuisine.com, ECOPOINTECUISINE.com.
And everybody, Allison, I met you before when you were putting on, what did you?
Celebration.
And that was a fantastic turnout.
I know. We're actually planning on doing one, not this year, next year, so we can make it even bigger. So.
And that was big last year.
It was big. We had over 3,000 people that showed up.
Man,
so we wanted 6,000 people.
In a city with 20,000 people. That's very good.
We did, and we reached out to Dallas. We had a lot of people from Dallas. We had Atlanta. We had just different counties around us that came out for it. So it was excellent. Excellent.
All right. Thank you, Allison.
Thank you.
All right, let me grab one here.
Absolutely.
I think I'll have this one right here. Oh, that looks good. Thank you. We are at the Salon at West End, and this is in the West End Common Shopping Center. This is Dee. How you doing, Dee?
I'm doing great.
How long you been here, Dee?
I've been here for 2 years at the Salon at West End.
And how's it going?
It's going great. I love it here. I've been a hairdresser for 28 years, and I've worked in Atlanta for 14 years before I came to Cartersville. And I've worked at some other locations in Cartersville, but I love it here.
So you got a pretty good following.
Yes, I do. I'm a pretty busy girl.
You deal a lot with appointments.
Yes, I do. I do have appointments that it's better to call for appointments for me, but we do take walk-ins. Here we have some other girls that are working on really filling up their book, but we always take new customers.
So you want new customers?
I do always, yes, we always want new customers.
But if you're busy, somebody else can do it?
Yes.
Yeah, somebody. Okay, who is this person next to you?
Okay, this is Krista. She is, this is a service that we're adding now at the Salon at West End, and she does nail services.
And how's that going nowadays?
It's great. I've been just started back here. I've been doing nails for about 13 years. I do manicures, pedicures, and acrylic. We do have a private area for the pedicure area.
Okay. So everybody doesn't have to watch me getting a bit.
No.
If I'm a guy and I don't want to see people seeing me do this.
Exactly, definitely. It's very private, yeah.
Are guys like that?
Yeah, they really do. Guys like pedicures, yeah. They may not admit it, but they do.
And who's this next to you over here?
I'm Leanna.
Hey, Leanna.
Hi.
And I understand you're new to the place?
I am freshly new here, but I've been doing hair for about 1.5 years now.
Okay. What is you color? Do you do everything? Or
I do everything.
What do you think you're the best at?
Probably men's cuts. I love doing clipper cuts on men.
Really? So if anybody wants for somebody, a new stylist, come check you out. Tell everybody who you are again.
Yes. I'm Leanna. I'm taking walk-ins, trying to build my clientele up, so y'all come see us.
Everybody come see Leanna. Well, that was exciting. Okay, well, Dee, tell everybody where you're located.
Okay, we are on Henderson Drive on the west side of Cartersville, just off of West Avenue, or you can come in from Old Mill Road to access us. And when you turn into the West End Commons Shopping Center, we're about halfway down on the left-hand side.
Thank you very much for joining us on Cartersville Uncut. Oh. Christy, and I'm with Amanda, and I am at Soleil Tan in the West End Commons Shopping Center. So how long has this business been here?
It's been here many years. We opened Soleil Tan in October of 2008.
Right. Are you the manager?
Yes, I am.
And this is one of your employees?
Yes, it is.
Is she doing a good job?
Excellent job.
Does she know her product?
Absolutely. All my girls know their products.
So if I come in here and want to get a tan and I don't know the difference between one lotion and another, a manager can tell me.
Absolutely.
What about you?
Absolutely. We have a great number of products here. We've got tanners with lotions with tingle. We have lotions with bronzers. We have basic accelerators, and they actually help with your tanning. So,
what I understand y'all are known for here at Soleil Tanning here in Weston Commons is customer service.
Absolutely.
Why do people say you have better customer service here?
Because we do. Customer service is 100% guaranteed in the store. I feel like that it's hard to find that this day and time, and when you come in here, I promise you, you will be treated the best way possible.
All right, I'm pale. I'm not one of these goes out and lays in the sun, and I just don't pay any attention to it at all, but I do not want to embarrass myself. I just bought a brand new Speedo for the summer, and I want to get a tan before I go to the beach. So how long would it take me to tan up?
Well, if you wanted to come in and tan, we have a variety of beds. We have some lay-down beds. We have super beds, mega beds, and turbo beds.
Right.
We have stand-up beds.
Right.
And you can come in and tan in any of those beds. We have bronzing beds that are really nice.
Right.
And you are less likely to burn in those beds. So if you tend to burn a lot, those are the better beds to lay in.
Now, will you walk me through this so I will not burn myself?
Absolutely.
I mean, will you sit there?
I will take you in the room. I will show you how to get in and out of the bed. I will show you what you need to do.
Right.
I will tell you how long you need to stay so you do not burn. So you can just stay in there and start out.
So I'm not on my own.
Absolutely
I mean,
not.
you realize that some people come in here don't have a clue.
Right, absolutely.
This is their first time they've ever done this, and
we have a lot of teenagers that come in and their parents want us to do that. Well, I'm going to do it anyway because I do not want someone.
I mean, some of these machines are very complicated looking. They look like spaceships or something. They really do.
Yeah, they're easy. Most of the stuff that we do, we put in the computer. We can put your time in. You come in, you go lay in the bed. We'll walk you through everything that we can.
Okay.
Especially even the products that you can use. So.
All right.
But you'll get great customer service along with that.
This is Christy. This is Christy, and this is Amanda. Soleil Tan. Am I saying that right? Soleil Tan. Right here at Weston Commons Shopping Center. Thank you for joining us on Cartersville UNCUT.
Reflections is a full-service medical spa. We have doctors, nurses, master cosmetologists, masseuse. If you are worried about signs of aging, we definitely have things that can help you with that. We have Botox, we have Radiesse and Juvederm, which are dermal fillers. We have Latisse to help you have beautiful eyelashes. We have Jane Iredale makeup, which is a full mineral makeup, which is great for your face. We also carry a full line of prescription medical products here for your face. Things that you're not going to be able to get without a prescription. Our doctors can help you with that. We want you to look as young as you can, as easily as you can, and we can definitely help you that at Reflections.
Come on out to Sportsman's Liquidation, located in a Kmart shopping center in Cartersville, Georgia on Main Street. We have everything for every member of the family, moms, dads, brothers, sisters. We have everything from camping, hiking, hunting, fishing equipment, bows. We have bows for the teenagers. We have crossbows, hunting targets, backpacks, you can name it. 50 to 80% off normal retail pricing. Again, come and see us. We're in the Kmart Shopping Center, 441 East Main Street, Cartersville, 770-382-4444. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Catherine. I'm at Cletus Tees. Have you been to Cletus Tees yet? We have so much fun here at Cletus Tees. Do you like to line dance and shake your booty? Friday nights is line dancing. Do you like to line dance? Saturday nights they have live bands. Do you like live bands? As the night goes on, we like to dance in the bar at Cletus Tees. Don't forget, my name is Catherine, and I'm waitress here at Cletus Tees, and I would love to see you. So if you stop by, don't forget to tell me hey.
Brian Candy.
Hey, Dog Father.
That's a nice title. All right, what's this painting for?
David, this is a portrait that was done by one of the competition dogs at the recent Purina International Dog Challenge, which was a national dog agility show that was held at Centennial Park in Atlanta. This is certified. It's a painting that is one of a kind, and we have been so generously awarded this by Purina Corporation. They said that we can either auction it off or we can display it. I generally am decided right now, so maybe we'll let some of the listeners decide.
Brian, okay, all right. How did a dog paint that?
They took watercolor paints, put his pads in there and his tail, and just let him go to work. And it was done on the premises.
No kidding.
Yep, one of a kind.
One of the competition dogs.
One of a kind, absolutely.
So this is going to go up for auction.
Yes.
So somebody out watching this, this could be in their living room.
Absolutely, and it will also come with a certificate of authenticity from Purina itself.
Which will add a lot of value.
Absolutely.
Well, if people want to get in on that, how do they do that?
They just want to contact us here at the Humane Society, and we'll probably have it at one of our upcoming fundraisers, probably casino night.
Here's the painting, everybody. That was painted by a dog.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. In addition to that, In addition, Purina came up with a BAM!
Whoa!
Yes! To them, they said this was a small donation, but I tell you what, for an organization like ours that exists solely on adoption fees and donations, this is huge, and I want to thank Purina and everybody that attended the event. Thank you.
If anybody at home wants to help out, how do they do that?
Give us a call out here at the shelter, 770-383-3338, or they can go to our website at etowahvalleyhumane.org.
Let me show the painting again. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
That'd look great in my living room.
Absolutely. We're going to have it framed and everything.
Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome. Thank you, David.
Well, hello to all our Cartersville UNCUT friends. I'm Barney Jennings, and with me is Jane Drew and Jacob King, members of the National Day of Prayer Committee, which is coming up shortly on May the 5th here in Cartersville. And Jane, let's talk just a minute about, if you will, we'll talk into the camera, about where we've been with the National Day of Prayer and where we believe we're going.
Well, good morning, and thank you for allowing us to come on and speak about the National Day of Prayer. It's been going on for quite some time. I believe it's probably 10, maybe even 15 years. It started out with a Miss Dot Sanford, who had the vision for National Day of Prayer. And I joined on with the group probably about 8 or 10 years ago and have served since. And it's grown by leaps and bounds. We probably had approximately 1,000 people that came out last year to celebrate what we're doing in this county. Our county is strong spiritually, and they are also have joined in and helping with us celebrate what we're doing in this nation, what we're trying to hold on to, what we believe in. And so it's a really wonderful event. I'll let Jacob talk a little bit about what we're expecting this year.
You know, this year we are looking for an incredible year of participation across our county. This is an event that's gone on for many years, but the last couple of years we've seen an increased amount of participation as people cry out to the Lord in prayer and come together and celebrate as believers in the Lord what we have in common. And last year we saw over 150 ministers gather an hour before the National Day of Prayer here in Cartersville, and we're believing for that again this year. We will have a noonday gathering at the courthouse here in Bartow County in downtown Cartersville, whereby we as believers in Christ will come and we will pray for our nation. We'll pray for those that are first responders. The Lord has laid on our hearts this year to make our police officers, firefighters, and first responders a real matter of prayer, those that protect us and keep us safe. And so we will be gathering at noon on the National Day of Prayer on May 5th, the first Thursday in May, at the courthouse. And we're asking every believer every person that holds prayer dear to our nation to come and to gather together. And then that night at 7 o'clock we'll be meeting in the stadium at Cartersville High School. And we're just believing for an incredible time of prayer and intercession for the country and for our region. We've seen even in recent days how that prayers have brought jobs to Bartow County, that people are being employed, and that people are being blessed by God in our county. This is a region that is becoming more and more desirable for people to want to be here. And we believe that part of that is because the spirituality and the commitment to God on behalf of the residents here that are saying, no matter what happens in our world, we're going to return to the Lord, and we're going to ask God to bless our nation and our county once again.
You know, Jacob and Jane, I remember 2 years ago, Jane and I were joining hands in prayer, and there was about 500 people at the courthouse, good crowd. And I looked at her and I said, you know what's missing? And she said, what? I said, well, the business community. In the hustle and bustle of the day, sometimes we as business persons in the community, we don't take time. And so we really made an effort last year and again this year to reach out to the business community to come and pray with us, not only for our country as a whole, but also for our county. And as Jacob just mentioned, God has blessed our county tremendously with great leadership in our city and county governments and all those that will participate. So try to envision with me, there'll be I'm going to say 200 ministers. We had 150 last year, I believe it will grow, that are meeting in the courthouse annex for a time of prayer beginning around 11 o'clock. And as they continue with their prayer as we approach 12, they're going to come out of that annex, arm in arm, joining, walking up Cherokee. And on the other end of Cherokee will be our first responders, our police, our fire, EMTs, and all those. And they're going to meet right there in the middle of Cherokee and walk together up to the courthouse where the National Day of Prayer will begin at noon. So just picture that in your mind and be a part of that. Come and join and be a part of us. And then at 7 o'clock that night at the Wyman Stadium, then it's going to be a special service, especially for our youth. So again, just imagine in your mind sitting in the stands and seeing literally hundreds of young people walking from behind the stadium onto the field. Now just picture what this can do for our community and as we honor God and all that we do. So if you're not there, shame on you. You need to come and be a part of this, and it will literally change your life as it has literally hundreds of us in Bartow County that understand the power of prayer as we worship God each and every day. So Jane, I still go back to the day you and I are just holding hands in prayer, and God was blessing a lot of people, and people were being touched, and people were praying. Awesome singing. Oh, a joint choir of about 100 people in Bartow County singing. The only person missing that choir was David Paul. If we can get David in the choir this time, we'll have something momentous and monumental. So Jane, any closing thoughts, you or Jacob, encouraging people to come and be a part?
Just want you to come out and share what we have here in Bartow. We think it's very unique. We know that we were celebrated as the largest event in Georgia.
That's right.
Last year. So we certainly want to keep up our momentum, and we just invite you all to come out and have a wonderful day of celebration of what we have in America, and especially in Bartow County.
Jacob, you get to, I'll close it, but you get the next close. All right, anything you want to add? Did I miss anything? I'm excited. I can't wait for it to get here. It's an exciting time in our community.
Part there is, just on behalf of the churches in Bartow County and the business people as well, there is a growing excitement of what God is doing and God longs to do in this county. And we want to just encourage everyone, maybe you've come every year or maybe you've never been before, but this is a year you need to come out and join us on the National Day of Prayer. It's a great time of celebration. It will bring hope to your heart that God can still do some great things in our nation. And this is a very critical time, and we're just believing that people will catch a vision for all of the difference that prayer can make in their life and in the life of our region.
And finally, let me just mention, not everybody can come. I know that. You have restraints of time. You may be a sole proprietorship. You can't get away from your shop to come and be with us. We understand that. So anytime between, let's say, 12 and 1 o'clock, on that May the 5th, on that Thursday, why don't you just find a moment just to take the middle of the day and take a few moments and thank God for how He's blessed not only you, but our children and our grandchildren, and how He's going to bless our children's children in years to come. Thank you, Cartersville UNCUT. You're great in our community. We couldn't do without you. God bless, and we'll see you soon.
Hey folks, Bob Smith here at the City Cellar Restaurant. Thanks for joining us again. As you can see, people are enjoying dinner down here at the cellar. Let me tell you what we got going on in the loft. You look on our website, thecitycellar.com, and you'll find out. Look under the calendar. The first Saturday of every month, we've got comedy. Let me tell you, it's improv, and it's the best. Drew Carey doesn't do it much better. Y'all come see us on the first Saturday of every month. But remember, look at the calendar, find out what we got going on. We got live music Friday nights and Saturday nights. Y'all come down here and check us out. Downtown Cartersville, Georgia.
JDH Electric LLC provides quality electrical services to residential, commercial, and industrial clients. A family-owned business, JDH Electric is dedicated to customer satisfaction. Whether you need installation, service, or repairs, JDH will be there. And with 24/7 emergency service, help is only a phone call away. In Northwest Georgia and the Metro Atlanta area, call JDH Electric. One call for all your electrical needs.
Hey, my name's Kyle O'Neill, and I'm from The Well here in Cartersville. And I just wanted to invite you guys out. April 29th, we're going to bring in comedian Ken Kington. And all proceeds for this show is going to go to international missions to Andros Island and to Liberia, Africa. April 29th, 7 p.m., 9 p.m., 2 show times. Get your tickets at discoverthewell.org.
I'm too sexy for my love, I'm too sexy for my love, I'm too sexy for my
Hey, I'm Lindsay from Jordan Scott Salon. I like working out at Maximum Body Training because it's fun, it's different, it's motivating, and I get lots of one-on-one training within a group.
Young Marines, y'all tell, huh? Right, peace. Left, peace. At ease.
This is the Etowah Valley Young Marines. I have a couple of Young Marines right here. Can you tell me what is a Young Marine?
A Young Marine is it's actually a youth organization, and what we do is we strengthen the lives of our youth. We help kids stay out of drugs and alcohol and keep them away from gangs and violence and that kind of stuff. And it encourages self-confidence, leadership, discipline, and teamwork. And that's what we do when we're at drill.
How old do you have to be to become a Young Marine?
You can be a Young Marine at 8 years old until the completion of high school.
How does some parent out there, how do they find out more about this?
You can actually find out about us at evym.org, Etowah Valley Young Marines.org. And all the stuff is online. They have a Young Marines National website.